Hello everyone, welcome to another video of this revision series. In this video, we will talk about pyramidal tracts. Pyramidal tracts consist of the corticospinal tract and corticonuclear tract. As the name suggests, corticospinal tracts, the motor fibers arising from the cerebral cortex ends in the spinal cord, and corticonuclear fibers arising from the cerebral cortex ends in the nuclei of the cranial nerves. And the name is not only because it arises from the pyramidal cells of the cerebral cortex, because only 3% of the cells of this tract arise from the giant pyramidal cells, or also called Bede's cells. The name is mainly derived from the pyramids, that is the elevated structures formed by the fibers of this tract in the medulla on its way to the spinal cord. So one by one, first we will talk about the origin of this corticospinal tract and corticonuclear tract. Both of these fibers arise from the cerebral cortex, and 30% of them from the primary motor cortex, 40% from the parietal cortex, and 30% from the premotor area. Now the course. If we look for this very simple diagram, motor fibers from cortex arise and descend to the internal capsule in a large fan-shaped projections called corona radiata, and in the internal capsule it takes almost 90-degree turn. Then the fibers descend down to reach the anterior part of the midbrain, and then enters into the pons. In the pons, the fibers divide in between the pontine nuclei, and finally they reunite to form the elevated portions of the pyramids, and these pyramids are called medullary pyramid, and from these pyramids the name of these tracts are given the pyramidal tract, and finally they come down to the spinal cord, and most of the fibers cross over to the opposite side and are continued in the spinal cord as lateral corticospinal tract is important. And the remaining uncrossed fibers, the green one, the remaining uncrossed fibers descend down as anterior corticospinal tract. The termination is like the lateral corticospinal tract ends in the lateral part of the anterior horn, while anterior corticospinal tract ends in the medial part of the anterior horn. And the function is like lateral corticospinal tract mainly control the movements of the distal limbs, and anterior corticospinal tract mainly control the posture and equilibrium of the proximal limb. Now corticonuclear tract. The origin is as like corticospinal tract, and they then come down from cerebral cortex and form the genu in internal capsule, and then the descent is same like corticospinal tract. Finally they terminate in the motor nuclei of the contralateral cranial nerves in brainstem. So this is all about the course of corticospinal tract and corticonuclear tracts, two types of pyramidal tract. Now the overall functions of the pyramidal tract. They are mainly responsible for the voluntary muscular activity, and specifically lateral corticospinal tract helps in performing fine complex movement of the distal limb as stated earlier, and anterior corticospinal tract helps in maintenance of posture and equilibrium of the proximal limbs. And the corticonuclear tract, they are responsible for motor functions of face, jaw, larynx, pharynx, etc. So this is all about the pyramidal tracts. Thank you guys for watching.